Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of the G&A podcast. I am another legendary Street Fighter housewife pro, Jubidu.
And I'm the witch whose shield brings all the girls to the yard, so Brody.
That was cute. I like that one. Welcome back to the G&A podcast. We talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb. How are you, Oni?
I am doing well. How are you, Drew?
I'm doing alright as well. This is like the first night where we drank a lot and we didn't explode the next day.
I mean,
outright. I mean, okay, I was kind of dead. Yeah. That's because I just didn't sleep. Thanks to Alexa again. Thanks Alexa. But yes, but all the same, I'm happy to be here as always, providing the good content. Now, with that being said, let's hop into, our new segment, This Week in Anime. I think I'll just go first, if you don't mind. Just knock my shit out of the way really, really quick.
Go for it.
So, according to Anime News Network, Netflix's live-action Alice in Borderland series clip shows life or death decision. I didn't actually see the clip that they show. I'm bringing this up because I've watched an episode yesterday, I believe. Episode. It's kind of like, how do I describe it? It's very much Danganronpa / Battle Royale.
I mean, yeah, Danganronpa 2 is pretty much that.
No, it's not. Danganronpa is it's not a battle royale. Well, not all of that.
Well, the second game, they're all on an island, so.
Yeah, but they're not it's not a battle royale. They're not trying to kill each. Oh wait, are
they? Depending on how you look at it.
I was like, wait, or are they? Shit. Right, I forgot. They kind of try to. Okay, a lot less than Danganronpa and a lot more like battle royale. But except they're not trying to kill each other. They're just trying to survive, and people who usually don't they're trying to win or top places, certain, do kind of like Magical Girl Raising Project. Except no magic, but the whole concept of who's ever in these last few places, you just die.
Yeah. Interesting. I feel like there's a lot of shows doing that kind of thing nowadays.
Yeah, I've never heard of the original. It's called Alice in Borderland for those who are interested. It came out in 2014.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh wait, this is the manga. Oh wait, the manga came out in 2014. Yeah. But the real life series came out just now.
Yeah, it looks very battle royale-y.
It is. I saw one episode. They were stuck in a cave, and then random shit happened. I was like, what? And I will say though, in general, it's I want to like it. It's just they do things that it makes the what is it? Not the suspense of disbelief. It really challenges that concept.
Apparently, it has
you have to let a lot go
on Rotten Tomatoes, so that's good.
Oh my god, yeah. Well, if it does, it must have a really compelling story and has nothing to do with their animation sequences. Because there's some where there's one scene in particular. It was just very. It just reeked of 2009 drama. Action sequence. So it's okay. Okay. I mean, I guess I didn't see it from the beginning, so I'm definitely somewhat biased. But
your review is going to be from the middle of the series.
And I just watched an episode. I just thought it was interesting. Now it's like brand new and everyone's watching it. So guys, definitely go check it out because like my friends who have been watching it, they were like, oh my god, I'm hooked. So
yeah, if you guys want to sound cool to your friend groups, make sure you watch that.
Yeah, do that. Not only, what do you have for us?
Speaking of being cool in your friends groups, anime viewership on Netflix in the US is up over 100% in 2020, according to Anime News Network. So basically, anime viewership this year has doubled from last year, which is pretty impressive considering that every year anime viewership in the US seems to like basically go up by a huge margin.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it only took a pandemic. Thanks. Now that we're demonetized, not only being late to the joke.
Listen, use a different word instead of panorama. You could have joke. That was a bad substitute word.
No, the joke is you. The joke is you.
You could have just said. You could have just said the P word. You could have just said the P word.
No, it's a running joke that you weren't a part of.
There's this running joke that you just started doing now. Anyway.
No, it's not. It's not. Actually, look on Twitter. Like, it's a running thing.
Either way.
Not only a boomer. Yikes.
You just made a badly timed joke. Either way.
It really wasn't. Go ahead.
Either way. Viewership has
I mean, this is a clip, by the way.
Go for it. You're the one who looks silly. Either way, anime viewership has doubled, not only in the US, but also in Asia, like across Asia as well, which is pretty impressive. So China, Vietnam, Taiwan, which is cool. The most viewed show, apparently, or the most viewed anime series or movie title was Mewtwo Strikes Back, which, I mean, obviously it's Pokemon. So that's interesting. I do think that there's definitely a trend of more people getting on to the anime bus, so to speak, like the bandwagon. Like a lot of casual people who are like, it used to be like if you were an anime fan, you were like, you know, part of like a small group of people who were like nerds watching VHS tapes that they got from like a secondhand dealership somewhere or something like that and imported.
Excuse me, I was watching my DVDs on my PS2. Thank you.
Yeah, and I was streaming YouTube clips on my Wii or something.
Come on, YouTube.
Part 1 of 3. Episode 7, part 1 of 3. The part 2 is missing. Anyway.
It's only Spanish subs.
It only Spanish subs. But yeah, I've noticed like a lot of people, like casual people, just watching anime. Like even in my office, I know a couple of my coworkers who are like in their 40s or 50s and stuff are just like, oh yeah, I started watching this show called Bleach on Hulu, and I'm like, really interesting. Or like they'll just watch Attack on Titan or something. So I think anime is definitely becoming more mainstream and accessible, which I think overall is a good thing.
Yeah, I do like that. I wish everyone could get into anime and things.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that it's so funny that you mentioned that because there's something else that I have a similar sentiment towards, but we will discuss towards the end of the podcast.
Okay.
But until then, let us start our weekly review. All right, and we are kicking it off with Golden Kamui, Season 3, Episode 10.
I don't know why, but I expected like this episode to be more actiony or like.
Me too.
Because there was the whole prison break thing. I'm like, yeah, they escaped from the prison. I mean, there was action when they escaped, but like it kind of ended really quickly, and then
it just happened. Like it was literally just like well,
and there really wasn't much. Success. Yeah, there really wasn't much stopping them other than the random ass tiger.
A random tiger. Blowing everyone's faces off like Jesus.
They all just tackled the tiger, and Sophia's just choking it out with the chain.
Yeah, there's someone with a gun right there.
But like, no, it's bad luck to kill a tiger.
Okay, but it's also bad luck to be dead. Like I'm just saying.
Some would say that's the worst luck.
No, agreed.
So yeah, the whole escape scene, I think at least that part was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Sophia got to be a badass. She hit the guard with her chain
fucking
chair.
drop kicking.
Oh, yeah, like drop kick.
She's so badass. I love her.
She is. She's really great. I love when she showed up and then like she met with the rest of the group and then what's his name? Kuranga's like, you're even more beautiful now than you were before.
Everyone's like,
yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah. And then the rest of the episode was kind of like this weird. Let's reminisce about Wilk.
Yeah.
Wilk. And it was like a little. It's like on one hand it was a little slow, but on the other hand it was very important.
Yeah.
Like, because one, I think it's important. It is important to see the man behind all that charred flesh.
Mm-hmm. And it was relevant to the whole where the treasure is and getting a sleep.
Yeah, like
everything.
The one who hit it.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. Also, I'm pretty sure I've said this before. We both said this before, but yeah, this just confirms that he's very much a psychopath. I don't care what anyone says. He is a psychopath. He is. Those eyes are dead.
Yeah, when he killed the dude, he like slit his throat. Yeah, no, he's crazy.
Yeah, like I had a feeling from when he just casual, so calmly walked up and started shooting people.
Mm-hmm.
I just thought he was kind of being like a badass, but yeah, I mean he is a badass, but he's also crazy.
I think the whole point is like he's overly rational. I get like he's like the wolves that he saw when he was a kid, and they're like, oh, they kill their own because they're super rational and their own hold them back, so it makes more sense to kill. So I think that's the whole angle they're going for. But yeah, he just kind of comes across as a sociopath.
Yeah, I would not leave him with my kid.
Yeah, would not. Zero stars.
Rumi left him with his kid. Look how that ended up. Oh, I'm going to hell.
Mm-hmm. I did think that they dwelt on it a little too long.
Yeah, it's a wee bit. A wee bit too long.
A little bit too long.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of it was nice. I like that they had the whole mystery behind it, his real name and everything like that.
Yeah, I loved how like she kind of like remembered something, and then that shot of Ogata was like that was really good.
And we got Shiraishi fucking up at the end with his dick talisman.
Aw, poor Chin.
Yes, but because of that, he got to meet up with our boy again, and now they're
reunited. Yep. Yes,
finally. Only took 10 episodes.
I'm really mad that they're only gonna be reunited for like 2 episodes, and that's it.
And they probably won't even get back together with Asleepa next. It'll probably be like the end of next episode. They all meet up again. And then, like the last episode's gonna be the whole extravaganza.
Yes, that's one way to put it. Extravaganza indeed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's all you have to say for Golden Kamui.
Same.
Now let us move on to Tonikaku Kawaii episode 11.
Man, we just straight up took Street Fighter footage.
Yo, they were. I feel like the Street Fighter have like a free license because I feel like there's another anime.
They did that before. Yeah, they've done this
another
before.
Anime that just used the mess out of Street Fighter. They were like, "Yo, promote us." Yeah,
I think Capcom just wants the free flow. They're like, "Listen, we know a bunch of weebs play fucking Street Fighter. Get us that free promotion. put our game in your anime."
It might have worked because all this episode was a bunch of cute girls playing Street Fighter.
Mm-hmm. I like how long they lingered on it too. It wasn't even like it was like a 1 minute little scene or something. Like no, the whole like second half was them playing Street Fighter.
Yes, the whole second.
An ad for Street Fighter.
Yes, of course. Them having a takoyaki party immediately triggered me.
Oh yeah, I was watching. I'm like, oh, Drew is so triggered. I'm
just like, fuck you. Fuck you. Why don't you get hit by another bus?
Takoyaki
that really
party.
Hurt. That really hurt my feelings. And then what was worse, the first half wasn't even takoyaki, which was the running joke for a bit.
Yeah, there was no takoyaki until like the very
Italian food, like pizza and butter noodles. I'm like, what?
Yeah, that's what I make. That's what I make when I have get-togethers. I like flat out make pizza and noodles and like, okay.
You know, one of my exes was like that. He was like a host. Like I remember one time he had me. Mind you, I was definitely like drunk. We were like in my kitchen when I was living in Albany. Were you there? I'm not sure if you were there for this. We were literally, for all the guests I was inviting, we were just supposed to like drink, turn up, and like whatever, you know, like normal college kids. He was like, no, let's cook fucking pasta Alfredo with chicken and broccoli.
I feel like those types of meals. It probably is, but I feel like those types of meals are not for like parties, you know. Maybe it's just me, but like I'm going to the party, I'm like, I want chips. Not for a party.
Exactly, chips, pizza, wings.
Not homemade pizza either, like fucking takeout pizza, wings.
Yeah, it was weird. It was he was weird for that, but that just we were different. We were in different points in our lives. But yeah, so that was thing. I loved at the beginning how Tsukasa just kept messing with Chitose. That was very funny.
Yeah, I love that. That just keeps trolling the hell out of her. Oh, we live in that park.
We live in the park. Look inside. It has electricity and everything. Like, oh, really? I'm like, oh my god,
you had to call her out.
And then the second time, where she like, yes, this is where we live, and she puts on a blanket with a milk carton. And she's like, this is where I sleep. It took Nasa being like, hey, don't do that. She's gullible. Don't do that.
Don't do that. Come on. But yeah, I did like that they, even though the second half was just an ad for Street Fighter, I do like how it fit naturally within the show. You know, it didn't feel forced. Like, remember when we were watching Uzaki and they had that whole episode where they were on that vacation thing and it felt super forced, like it was an ad for that area. This one, even though it was an ad for Street Fighter, it felt like it actually fit with the characters and what they would normally do in a party.
Tsukasa, you know what I like about Tsukasa?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the people who wrote her literally were just like, we're going to give you the most obscure, we're going to make you very pretty, but give you the most obscure things to be into.
Yeah.
Or not so obscure in this case, but, well, I don't know. Obscure for anime girl.
She bucks the trend of the anime girl in terms of like her interests and like personality for the most part.
Yeah, like she's not really into like super cute things or whatever.
She's definitely more tomboyish, which I like. Like in her.
She seems a lot weirder. I'm like, sometimes I can't tell who's weirder, him or her.
Listen,
like,
if I had a wife who played Street Fighter, I'd be all for it. All right. As far as I'm concerned, this just makes her a better wife.
Oh yeah, no, she's great. Like she can beat people in Street Fighter and play and cook takoyaki. She is
yeah, sign me up.
Good wife indeed.
Top tier waifu.
I will say I did when they started getting super competitive about the game, I definitely saw Oni like 100%.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's Oni versus Oni.
Now you know. Now you know. It isn't just me.
Yeah, but I am definitely what's Aya's younger sister again? What's her name?
Konami.
Konami. Yeah, I'm definitely Konami.
Yeah, you are.
I guess I'll play because y'all are playing, and you're gonna annoy me if I don't.
And you definitely just be there eating the food. But
oh yeah,
I kind of wish they had more episodes like this where it's like I want to see them playing fucking Mario Party or like Mario Kart or something, just chilling and doing nothing. I'm pretty sure there's an anime that's about them just playing video games. I forgot what it's called. Was it High Score Girl? I never saw it. I'm pretty sure that was it. Where they just play arcade games all day. But anyway, I want to see more of that.
All right. Sorry, I just had like a burp, and I was like, let me lean back so I don't burp. Oh, sorry, I had some jerk chicken and pork, and whew, my stomach is turning up.
Sounds delicious.
Speaking of turning up, ice definitely turned up just a bit in this episode of DanMachi.
Yay! Which is
11.
my episode of the week.
Really?
It's shared with something else, but yes.
Okay, I thing.
So half my episode of the week.
Okay.
I mean, listen. I ain't saying this episode was amazing.
It wasn't.
First off, for DanMachi, it was pretty good. But secondly,
not for DanMachi, it's good.
It didn't have much competition this week. A lot of the heavy hitter shows this week had like really heavy setup episodes, like Golden Kamui, for example. So it didn't have much competition. But this episode was good. I enjoyed it. Listen, we finally got eyes showing some kind of emotion other than just sitting there blank face.
Yeah, the emotion is hate.
Yes, but you know what?
Which is slightly less boring, but still very.
I will take hating eyes over
considering the
not
circumstances.
Caring. I will take hating her over not caring. At least I have some feeling. So eyes gave me a feeling this episode. I like that first off, Tiona best girl. She just because she's the other one there with common sense, even though she ironically calls herself dumb.
Agreed.
So she just let her go. Like, oh, this monster saved the girl. Okay, just go. You're not a threat. Bye. Everyone else is having like existential crises, like eyes, like good or not good, monster or not monster. Oh, my world is crumbling. Tiona's just like, no.
We could have a conversation about this, but instead I'm going to attack you.
Mm-hmm. So good on you, Tiona, for being chill and smart. I wish the only thing I didn't like about this episode is they really, for as good as the Eyes Bell fight was, and by good I mean Eyes just beat the shit out of
Yeah, I'm like,
which was fun to watch.
It was very much one-sided fight.
It was one-sided, but the animation was nice and was fun to watch, especially when she kicked the fuck out of him. She bicycle kicked him.
Oh, bicycle kick, yeah.
I thought at one point she was just gonna do like the fucking Liu Kang moves and shit.
Yeah, I thought she was just gonna break his neck.
Yeah. I can't hurt you. I'm not gonna kill you, Belle, but I will break all your arms and legs. But for as good as that was, they didn't do any of the other fights. Like all the other fights that were going on were just done and off screen. What's her name and Beto just happened off screen. The fight against the dwarf dude just kind of ended because some woman showed up and one-shot him with an ice attack. So yeah, I wish they kind of like paid more, like did more with those fights, but that was good.
Right, okay, it's my turn to say something about it. It was okay. Like, yeah, action happened. Level 5s were like, no, girl, you not today, not in my Orario.
I can't pronounce the word Orario. No, it's Orario.
It is Orario.
No
okay.
T. Okay.
Yeah, there is no T. I know there's no T. Yeah. So they're like, no, girl, not monsters, not in my Orario, and. Yeah, they kind of were just fighting all of Belle's people who were like, oh my god, let them go, please. And we were like, no. And then Belle was like, oh my god, let her go, please. And Ice was like, no. And then Belle was like, oh my god, please let her go. And then she was like, okay, maybe if I see her like mutilate her body.
Yeah, maybe she like rips her nails out and like fucking tears her wing off. I'll let her go.
She's like, yes. She's like, yes. This blood sacrifice is enough. You've
appeased me. You may go. Only for the stinger at the end with Hermes being like, now it's my turn to be the bad guy.
All right. And Hermes is like, yeah, I actually just want you guys dead. Which is, I guess that's for Hermes. That's pretty on brand for him to be like, haha, you guys, I thought you guys are. I was on this side, but I'm on this side.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm kind of hoping it's not like misleading and he actually does want them dead. And it's not like they're going to turn around tomorrow or next week and be like, oh, I'm just kidding. Ha ha ha, I'm such a jokester. But I do want to see some like actual conflict with Hermes because they do build him up like being as the the backstabber kind of character a lot.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, Orario just sounds like Scooby-Doo trying to say Oreo, which I find amusing. Oreo. Okay, yeah. That's all I have to say.
All right, well, Scooby-Doo, you get to practicing your words from DanMachi. However, Drooby-Doo is going to move on to the next episode that we're covering, or the next series that we're covering, and that is Higurashi. Nonaku Koro ni Go, episode 11.
Yep. Well, this one wasn't as depressing, I don't think, as the last one was.
It wasn't. It just... So, when I think of this episode, I'm like, it kind of just showed the same thing happening twice.
Yeah, you noticed that too, right? It felt like longer than it had to be because they just showed the same interaction.
The only thing that I would say that's actually like super like, oh wow, this is the thing that's happening, is the fact that like Rika became like other Rika mode. I'm trying not to spoil it. Other Rika, that was the B person in our Discord goes by this name. She was full of that this episode, which
when she stepped up to Chie like that. First off, she called Chie by her first name. She was like, Chie.
Yeah, she was like,
back up.
She was like, I'm tired of this shit.
Back up, Chie. I'll stomp you out if you get in their way. She's like, I can't handle Tepe, but I can sure as hell handle you.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. But I will say, ultimately, nothing really happened.
Yeah.
Which I'm considering that the next episode this Thursday is the last episode of the arc. I'm like curious. I actually have no idea how are they gonna end this, considering nothing happened this episode. I don't remember how the original ended.
I do. Spoilers. What
are they going in that same direction?
No, I mean I don't think so. Because all right, so spoiler time if you didn't see the original. In the original, because I went back and watched a bit of it. Basically, what happens is that same thing that Keiichi had the dream about. He ambushes Tepe.
He does end up killing him, right?
Yeah, he ends up ambushing him in the forest and killing him right before the festival, during the festival, I think.
Okay.
But then, instead of being happy, Satoko's like super. Basically, what happens? Takano sees what happens with Keiichi. And she like basically holds it over him like blackmail, like, ooh, I guess someone took care of Tepe for Satoko, blah, blah, blah. So then Keiichi gets all nervous and paranoid that like she's gonna tell people, and Satoko gets nervous and paranoid because she's like, oh my god, my life is crumbling around me, I can't trust anyone, and then she ends up pushing Keiichi off a bridge.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, I know she uses her superhuman strength in like a bad way.
She becomes superhuman again, just pushed off the bridge.
Oh.
So I guess that's why they had that whole scene with him talking to Shion, like, you really think that makes Satoko happy if you killed her uncle, she would just not trust me. So that's why Rika was all like, Keiichi remembers.
Yeah. Okay, that puts things in perspective. Damn. I forgot to start watching the old ones again before I keep watching.
It helps.
Like, the new ones.
But I do think that still, I mean, obviously everything's gonna go to shit at some point. They showed Oichi at the end. Mr. Delicious was like, ooh, I'm just walking innocently through the village at the end of the episode. So I'm sure he's gonna be involved in some way.
Yeah, absolutely. I think he's gonna be a lot more involved than he was last time.
Yeah, my theory is they're gonna, obviously the thing with the child welfare services is not gonna work. And I'm thinking that Shion is gonna mobilize a few of them.
Yeah, and try something.
And like get in Keiichi's way and like, no, we're just gonna kill this dude. Which would be hilarious if Shion mobilizes like a bunch of kids to kill Tepe. Oh man. I want that. I want that route.
I don't think she's gonna mobilize him for murder, but more probably
be her
like,
gang.
Yeah, just to get Sotoko out. Yeah, and then I think Tepe and Oishi are working together.
Yeah, I'm also thinking that, like, what if he hired Oishi as a guard or something? I don't know. Maybe. Or like he obviously knows that they're working to try to like get Totoko separated from him.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he probably called the cops on them or something. Some shit's probably going on.
Some shit. But I guess we'll find out next week. I'm super excited for it.
Same.
Conclusion. Until then, let us move on to Kami-sama ni Natta Hi, episode 10.
All right. I was too early last week when I said I wasn't. This episode kind of almost hit me.
So, do you now understand how the father felt?
Yeah. No, well, he's still a dick, but
well, to each his own. But
he's still a dick. But still, yes, it does suck.
oh, Hiroto.
But yeah.
I kind of feel bad for Hiroto because he's like doing this to make things right.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, and they're just not getting it. It took them so long.
Yeah, I'm like, I noticed it as soon as they did the what was the thing after basketball that they did? Fuck, I forgot.
I forgot to.
But it was the second thing they did. I was like, oh, they're just doing things that Hina did. Interesting.
Yeah. And then he gets mad and runs away, and he's like, oh wait, that's what you've been.
Honestly, I do feel like that was a big waste of a time too, though. Like, did we really need a time skip and everything? Yeah.
You could. I mean, I appreciate the time skip.
They could have. I wouldn't mind that, but like to do the whole episode being about like trying to see this guy figure out that he's being tested, I feel like that could have.
Oh yeah, that was unnecessary. He could have just walked up to him after a few months and was like, "Hey, you want to see?"
Yeah. I feel like that's filler. But where it ended though was crazy. That was seeing Hina like that actually was kind of depressing, very very depressing. And now I'm scared because I'm pretty sure she's not gonna have a happy ending. Pretty sure this isn't gonna end happily.
One can hope. There's 2 episodes left, and we can believe. We can believe. I did like the last bit of back and forth that Hiroto and the driver had. They're so good. I actually really like their chemistry from like this entire season. One of the things I like about this series is their chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
They're always very quick with it, very witty, very back and forth.
They actually, funnily enough, had one of the better. Yeah, they had one of the better relationships in the series.
Yes, agreed. Like they said things like their banter showed so much like progression. Like it went from them being like you're da 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 da. Well, I'm a da 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 da. And then it was like they would make jokes about each other's like habits while they're doing a mission.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was also believable too because they weren't super all over each other, but you could tell that they care for each other and they looked out for each other and stuff. It was good. I wish that they did more with what's her name, Izanami. For as much as they hyped her up, she kind of just fell off after her father's episode or father arc or mother episode.
Yeah, I mean, I still like her. I think she's one of my favorite actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I liked her. I'm looking at my Golden Kamui notes. Whoopsies. I was like Sophia, Ainu,
Yes, Izanami's actually an Ainu.
Yeah, I think I said everything I needed to say about it.
Same.
Let's move on to Strike Witches, The Road to Berlin, episode 10 or 11? 10.
Which is my other episode. My other episode of the week. What? You thought you knew it?
Because in my mind, I thought of it as a joke. I was like, you know, it was so hilarious if you said, because when you said, where the first one was, DanMachi, I was like, what would be funny if you also said Strike, which is what his episode.
Listen, all right, you say that, but come on. What else was better than DanMachi and Strike Witches this week?
An obvious answer.
No, you better not say what I think you're gonna say.
Yes, I am.
Wow,
yes,
you're just gonna suck that show off the entire time, aren't you? Every week, it's gonna win episode of the week. Listen, Strike Witches. This was the first time I've ever seen Strike Witches actually, have stakes and do something with their plot. Like, I was actually invested. I thought the action scenes were cool in the first half. Seeing there actually being stakes to Miyafuji using her crazy shield power. Oh my god,
you literally got hard for this episode literally because Homegirl bled.
And Homegirl bled. That's crazy.
From her leg.
They never had a Strike Witch bleed. The last time I remember them having a Strike Witch bleed.
Oh no.
Yo, you don't understand.
Combat.
Whoa. I've been loving this series forever, and it's the first time there's ever been any actual fucking stakes other than I lost my pants in the show.
You know, I'll let you have that, because if you've been watching it for over 10 years and this is the first time you've seen blood, I guess I understand.
Yes. And I just like that they're doing something with Miyafuji's character, and Mio was there, and they had their little moments and stuff.
Wow, they're making these characters. Crazy.
Yeah, they're making the characters. They're not just floating pants and butts anymore. So yeah, I can't knock it for that. Also, it had a few funny moments. The unintentional funny moment of like Mio being like, "Oh my god, it's gonna crash down on us! Everyone, leave the base!" And she turns around and no one is there.
That was really funny.
The little background shot of them like in the office, and it turns out there's like the metal's hanging on the wall, but the metal is like just a pair of panties with like a cross on it. I'm like, okay. Like little cute moments like that. It's cute.
But those were Easter. Well, that one was accidental. The other one was an Easter egg.
Yes. Listen, I try with Strike Witches, sir. I try to give it the help it needs. And it had one good ass shot. So there you go. Can't complain. Cannot complain. I'm looking forward to seeing how Miyafuji gets, ironically enough, pun intended, ass pull of an ending that she gets all her powers back and is fine and everybody lives happily ever after. But either way, for now, I'm enjoying the stakes.
It's alright. Like, I'm having a good time with it.
Good.
I'm having a good time. I would say of all the things that I don't like, or of all the anime that I've been forced to watch, the kind of like Azure Lane, Strike Witches, that other anime that I don't know, this has been the one I've been enjoying the most. I will say this one, like, far more than the others.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it. A good time.
Cool.
So
that's all that matters. It's a fun show that you can turn your brain off
to. And I feel like I'm not, hate. The amount of hate I gave this anime has been so low.
That is true. You haven't hated it as much as you usually do.
Yeah, exactly. I've been good.
Good.
Excuse me. And our second to last, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is Fire Force season 2, episode 24, the last episode.
Yes.
Of Fire Force. Yes, we get to go back to 7. Yes.
Yes. Our weeks are easier now.
Huzzah! You're only in hell for 2 weeks. So this was a weird note to end it on.
Very weird. I mean, it kind of just set up the next season, which I'm pretty sure
they really did. It did in a way that I didn't totally hate. Like, I really was here for watching Waka beat the living shit out of Arthur and Shinra.
That was great.
That was great. That scene where he like punches him into like a wall and it starts throwing fire at him like 10 times.
Yeah.
Loved that.
I'm glad that they kept some of their budget in there to like make it look really nice too.
It did look super nice, and then just watching him beat the shit out of them. It was a training arc, but it was a really good animation for a training arc.
Mm-hmm.
They're just getting their asses beat, very nice in very stylish way, very nice.
Yeah, and they set up there was a bit of a big twist at this episode. What's his face?
Shit, Hog.
Yes.
Hog. Either way.
Well, what division was he? Was he like Captain of the Second Division or something?
Yes.
Yeah.
Captain of the Second Division. He was brutally murdered by someone who can use fire to control gold. I don't
like I said, Fire Force is very loose with the way it handles the character abilities.
Like, what the fuck does that even? Alright. Also, I loved when they got so angry when they realized they were just getting haste for no reason. They just started attacking him.
Yeah. That was great. Tamaki was there, but she didn't really do anything. She was just kind of just sitting there, chilling. It was fine, I guess. I do like the way that they set up the next season. They actually introduced another captain, I think like the 6th Division captain. She seems pretty interesting.
Yeah. The way she can... And I forgot this is not the first time we've seen her.
Isn't it? Have we seen her before? I forgot.
I think so. I think she analyzed Shinra.
Oh.
That's how it showed the mark of her hand. Remember the flashback?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just been so long.
Yeah, it's a while. But yeah. No, it was yeah, like I would go say I'm like, oh my god, I really liked it. It was even though it was a weird place to end, I won't complain.
Yeah, it worked.
I'm fine.
This was definitely the better season, I think, of the two. So much stuff better. It was so consistently good.
It feels like a different anime.
It really does.
Feels like a different anime. Speaking of which, is it time to give the score?
Yes.
Do you want to go first?
Yes, but I forgot what I gave the first season. I feel like I gave the first season like a 7.5 or an 8.
I think so. I think I gave it a 7.5 for me.
I'm gonna give this one an 8.5. I think it was very, very good.
Fuck, I'm stuck between 8.5 or 9. Why would you do that?
The only reason I'm not giving it a 9 is because I think it could have used, like, now that I'm thinking back on it, I'm trying to think of, like, what were the fighting moments of the season, and I feel like it had a lot of really good individual episodes, like, a lot of good, like, collectively it was good, but I can't think of any individual moments where I was like, whoa, that was insane. I don't know, like, it's a weird complaint to have, but I just feel like there's no super standout moment from this season I can think of right now. It could be a bit more hype. There could be a bit more hype.
Oh,
like even the first season had the fight between Shinra and his brother as like a highlight.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you?
I will also give it 8.5. I think that's the thing that would have given it a 9 if it had that one defining moment. But there were a lot of really good moments, though.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a massive improvement over the first season, and I'm interested in seeing where it goes from here. Oh, also, there was a twist at the end with the moon. It looked like the Soul Eater moon at the end of the show. I don't know if that's...
Yeah, like, the coming crossover.
Crossover. I remember somebody saying they take place in the same universe, so I don't know. Maybe. That'd be crazy though. Imagine next season opens up and we fucking see Maka and so.
I'd be like, I forget everything about you guys.
It's fine. Just give me Tsubaki and Blair, and we're fine. We're good.
All right. Well, sayonara. Fire Force 2, definitely enjoyed it.
We'll be covering season 3, hopefully.
Alright, last anime of the night. Attack on Titan final season, episode 2. Yes, of course, this is my episode of the week.
Yeah, episode of the week and episode of the week every week for the next
I'm sorry. I like
weeks.
Reiner. I like Reiner. I like Reiner so much. I've always liked him.
I know you like Reiner.
No, not even like from like, well, also that way, but also from just the personality. Like, he's so like, this episode just highlights how torn he is between experiences like in the island and now that he's and his allegiance to was it Marley? But yeah, it's just his whole experience, what he had to do. Like you just see in this episode how much it fucked him up. Like that whole scene with Falco was crazy.
Yeah, it's a bit.
Falco was crazy.
The fuck are you saying?
Huh? They say, don't you let this place? I can report you and your parents. I'm like,
I can have you all killed. But yeah, no, that scene was crazy, and also just like I'm really interested in the new cadets, like with Gabby. Gabby was great this episode too.
Oh, well, she's good.
She her when they were cheering, and they're like Gabby, and she's like me. I can tell that she's gonna be like a focal point. Like I'm just waiting for it to be like she's gonna betray them or something. But I like that I like Falco and I like Gabby. I like their little ragtag team that they have going. I like that Zeke is being Zeke still, being clever, and Reiner still being crazy.
How can you not be crazy?
Yeah, I feel like he's not gonna last long. He's gonna get killed.
Like Zeke well, he's not gonna last long. He dies very soon. You're right. He's not gonna last long at all.
No, I feel like Zeke is gonna kill him though. Like Zeke is gonna eventually gonna be like, oh, I sense a disturbance in the force. And he's exactly. Like, no, you are not completely loyal.
He is a traitor at. Oh wow. Okay, never mind. Let's just say Zeke. He really loves his country. He really loves his country. I was gonna say something wild that I'm sure Oni would be upset at me for saying.
Oh, I can imagine. I do find it both unsettling and like a testament to how well written the show is that I am genuinely like at one point like I both love the characters like Reiner and Zeke. Like I like Zeke. Like I really like Zeke and I really like Gabby and Falco.
Oh, I hate Zeke.
But that's why I mean. Like I like Zeke because of his character, but then I also hate Zeke because he's a like snake that's working for this government who obviously treats him like shit because he's brainwashed. But also, like I like Gabby and like feel for them, but I also like they're brainwashed and they're fucking like I don't know if I should root for them or like hate them. You know, like I'm conflicted.
I'm just gonna get out the way now. Despite everything I just said about Zeke, I really would love to fuck his. Like, yeah, I just really would like to have sex with him.
His Titan form?
No, him. No wrong with him. He does it for me. I don't know why.
I mean, they do make him out to be like some super sexy, like older gentleman. So
yes. Oh, he's just so cool and yeah, it works.
also, it works. I'm pretty sure that new girl who shows up, which she was also cute and I love her. What's her name? Peak?
Yeah, Peak.
I'm pretty sure she's the Titan that has the
jaw?
No, the one that's carrying shit that's like on 4 legs.
Yeah, she makes her being she's like
bipedal, yeah. So I'm pretty, and she's always laying down and has a walker, like a cane. So I'm pretty sure that's her. Which sucks. I don't want her to be evil. I don't want these people to be evil. I like them.
Now I have to see them potentially kill or be killed by the people that we loved from the start. They're making us fall in love with them. and humanizing them just to watch them all kill each other.
Just so that they can rip them apart. Yeah.
Oh no! I just realized what they were doing. Oh. Oh, that made me sad. I'm actually kind of devastated.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. I'm just waiting for like Eren and them to show. Like, they're gonna do this whole invasion thing, and I'm like, once Eren and the rest of them show up, oh god, it's gonna be glorious and sad at the same time.
No. I don't. No. No. So, do you have anything?
Nope, that's
else
it.
To say? So, I'm actually going to cut you guys for on the the filler arc. No filler arc today. You will get a cute one next week, I promise you. That news just kind of devastated me, and I'm just like, oh no, that took me out of it. I really actually love these characters, and they're children. They might be dead.
Oh yeah, they're like really young, so that also sucks.
Yeah. Okay. See, you understand. You understand. Oni, take us away,
guys. If you enjoyed this episode of the G&A podcast, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to catch these episodes as they go up weekly. If you haven't already, do join the party over to Discord. Follow us on Twitch and follow us on Twitter, all linked in the description down below. If you'd like, you can even become a patron or a channel member or a Twitch sub and get yourself some awesome perks like all these people on screen right now. And Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I'm really waiting for the part where all the Titans come together and actually just take over Marley and free the aliens. I want that. That's happening. I'm putting that out into our universe right now. That is the end. That's how it ends. That is how it ends.
Drew's calling it. Drew's calling it. Hold him to it. Comment section.
Yeah.
Until next time, this has been Sobroni and
We do.
We'll catch you guys later. Later.
Bye.